Hello and welcome back, dear viewers, to the channel where we take a closer look at the ever-evolving landscape of public opinion surrounding one of the world's oldest and most captivating institutions, the British Monarchy. Today, we explore what may be the most damaging chapter yet in the ongoing saga of one of its most controversial figures, a turning point that lays bare the mounting frustration of the British public and places Buckingham Palace in an uncomfortable spotlight. We're talking, of course, about Prince Andrew, the Duke of York, who has just suffered another sharp and unmistakable rebuke from the people of Great Britain. This isn't just a passing reaction. It's a decisive public verdict, cemented by a new comprehensive survey showing that the disgraced royal has reached an unprecedented low in public standing. The numbers are striking and demand serious attention, not only from the palace, but from anyone concerned about the monarchy's future. Before we unpack these sobering results and their implications for the royal family's internal structure, please remember to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our in-depth analyses of royal affairs. Your support truly helps us continue to bring you this kind of detailed reporting. Now, let's get to the heart of the findings. The data reveals that the patience of the British public has all but evaporated. People are demanding full transparency and a much firmer stance on Prince Andrew, reflecting deep dissatisfaction with what many see as years of leniency and indecision in addressing his controversies. This isn't just criticism anymore, it's an indictment of how the institution has handled the Duke's long-standing scandals. According to this extensive public poll, Prince Andrew's popularity has collapsed to catastrophic levels. A staggering 82% of Britons now hold an unfavorable opinion of him. That's 8 out of every 10 citizens. Even more striking is how sharply this number has risen, an 8-point jump from an already dismal 74%, recorded just before his decision to give up his royal titles and official style. Clearly, any recent efforts to repair his image have backfired. His retreat from public duties and subsequent silence have done nothing to cool the anger. If anything, they've intensified it. When he first stepped back from royal life and relinquished certain titles, public response was largely supportive. Around 90% saw it as a necessary, if long overdue, step. But today, it's evident that symbolic gestures are no longer enough. The public wants accountability, real, structural, and lasting. In fact, more than half the country, 51%, now believe Parliament should intervene directly, enacting formal legislation to strip the Duke of York of any remaining royal designations or privileges once and for all. This is not merely a call for a polite palace statement. It is a demand for parliamentary intervention, for the sovereign legislative body of the United Kingdom to step in and formally, permanently sever Prince Andrew's legal connection to his titles. That 51% majority is not just another statistic. It's a turning point. It transforms the controversy from a royal family issue into a national political matter. When more than half the country calls for legislative action against a member of the monarchy, it marks a profound crisis of legitimacy for that individual. The survey reveals a decisive and growing public demand for total accountability, with a clear majority insisting that Parliament must act to strip the Duke of York of his title once and for all. The Dukedom of York, once regarded as a title of deep historical prestige, is now seen by many Britons as a symbolic burden, an attachment that must be removed to protect the integrity of the crown itself. This shift reflects a striking evolution in public sentiment, where centuries of reverence for royal tradition are being replaced by a modern insistence on justice, ethics, and transparency. But crucially, the public's anger isn't directed at Prince Andrew alone. A substantial share of frustration is now aimed at the institution that enabled this to continue. According to the survey, 40% of respondents, 2 in every 5, believe the royal family mishandled the entire Prince Andrew affair. This exposes not just a personal scandal but a broader crisis of confidence in the monarchy's ability to regulate itself and act decisively when faced with moral or reputational challenges. The message is unmistakable. Britons expect speed, transparency, and firmness, and they believe the palace has failed on all counts. This 40% isn't rejecting the monarchy itself. Rather, they are questioning its current leadership and its unwillingness to enforce accountability within its own ranks. In essence, the British public is demanding an end to quiet diplomacy. They want the royal household to stop relying on soft persuasion and instead invoke the full constitutional and legal authority necessary to sever ties with the Duke of York, once and for all. Yet amid this growing disillusionment, the same survey presents a fascinating contrast, a tale of two halves within the House of Windsor. While one branch of the royal family faces collapse in public confidence, another enjoys a powerful surge in popularity, acting as the stabilizing force for the entire monarchy. We're speaking, of course, of the Prince and Princess of Wales, Prince William and Princess Catherine. Their continued rise in public esteem has become the beacon of stability and hope for the crown's future. Prince William's approval rating has climbed by 4 points, now standing at a robust 69%, positioning him among the most admired figures in the nation. The public clearly sees in him the embodiment of modern royal duty, grounded, compassionate, and responsible. His commitment to causes such as mental health, environmental preservation, and community outreach has struck a deep chord with the British people. Similarly, Princess Catherine's popularity continues its upward trajectory, increasing by 2 points to a commanding 66%. Her grace, discretion, and unwavering sense of service have reinforced the image of a modern monarchy capable of enduring and thriving, even amid internal storms. The Princess of Wales continues to be celebrated for her grace, tireless dedication, and unwavering commitment to early childhood development and mental health initiatives. Together, the Prince and Princess of Wales stand as the embodiment of a modern, forward-looking monarchy, approachable, dignified, and free from the scandals that have marred the previous generation. Their growing popularity serves as a crucial counterbalance to the unrelenting negativity surrounding Prince Andrew. The public is drawing a clear and deliberate line. They are rejecting the individual, the Duke of York, while simultaneously investing their confidence and hope in the future sovereign and his consort. This dual sentiment reveals much about the current health of the monarchy. The people are not turning against the institution itself. Instead, they are distinguishing between its past missteps and its potential future. And this brings us to what many experts are calling the most surprising and perhaps most revealing finding of the entire Ipsos survey. Despite the turbulence, the relentless media coverage, and the devastating scandals that continue to shadow Prince Andrew, overall support for the monarchy remains remarkably stable. Backing for the crown has dropped only 2 percentage points, now resting at 50%. At first glance, that number may seem modest, but given the scale of the Duke's controversies, its stability is highly significant. It shows that the public largely sees Prince Andrew as a singular aberration, a problem that can be isolated and removed without damaging the monarchy itself. This resilience is reinforced by another key data point. A solid 40% of respondents believe that Britain would suffer fundamentally without the monarchy. That figure represents a deep-rooted conviction in the crown's role as a pillar of national identity, continuity, and stability, regardless of the personal failings of individual royals. Leading analysts have been quick to weigh in. Gideon Skinner, senior director of UK politics at Ipsos, described the results as marking a critical inflection point for the royal family in the court of public opinion. He confirmed that Prince Andrew's already low favorability ratings have plummeted even further, reinforcing the overwhelming public approval of his withdrawal from formal royal duties. Yet Mr. Skinner also noted one crucial silver lining for the palace. Despite the turbulence surrounding Prince Andrew, it is somewhat encouraging that overall support for the monarchy remains relatively steady. That single insight, stability amidst scandal, will no doubt be the key takeaway for Buckingham Palace. It suggests that, for now, the monarchy has successfully contained the fallout, preventing Andrew's disgrace from metastasizing into a wider rejection of the institution itself. The public's message is clear, nuanced, and resolute. They appreciate the steps already taken, removing Prince Andrew from public duties, but now demand finality. The call for Parliament to intervene and formally revoke his dukedom has evolved into a political mandate that neither King Charles III nor the government can afford to ignore. The prevailing sentiment among the British people is one of exasperation tempered by pragmatism, a collective wish to protect the crown's integrity by decisively addressing the problem. And as William and Catherine's popularity continues to rise, the message could not be clearer. The public is ready to embrace the monarchy's future, provided its present is decisively cleansed of its lingering shadows. The revelation that 51% of the public now supports legislative action to strip Prince Andrew of his remaining titles represents one of the most delicate challenges the palace has faced in decades. It places the monarchy in an uncomfortable position, forced into a potential constitutional showdown with the government, one that could see Parliament openly debating the fate of a royal title. This is precisely the kind of spectacle the royal institution has always sought to avoid. Yet, the cost of inaction now appears far greater: the gradual erosion of public trust in how royal crises are managed. In effect, the British people have spoken clearly. Prince Andrew has been decisively rejected, and the demand for permanent accountability has become impossible to ignore. At the same time, the popularity of the Prince and Princess of Wales provides a crucial safety net for the monarchy. Their integrity, modern image, and unwavering public approval ensure that while the Duke of York may be cast aside, the crown itself remains resilient, though certainly not immune to scrutiny or moral expectation. This episode stands as a powerful reminder that the royal family operates not by divine right alone, but by public consent. When that consent is endangered by the misdeeds of one member, the people are prepared to push for constitutional or legislative solutions to safeguard the credibility of the institution as a whole. In conclusion, the latest Ipsos survey is far more than a snapshot of popularity. It's a barometer of national sentiment. Prince Andrew's favorability has collapsed to 82% unfavorable, marking an 8-point plunge that cements his status as a royal outcast. Meanwhile, more than half the nation demands that Parliament formally revoke his titles, signaling a collective desire to sever his remaining ties to the crown. In sharp contrast, Prince William enjoys a solid 69% approval rating, and Princess Catherine follows closely with 66%, together serving as the steadying force that keeps the monarchy afloat amid ongoing turbulence. With overall support for the monarchy still holding at 50%, the message to King Charles III could not be clearer. Take decisive action now regarding the Duke of York, or risk the slow decay of public faith in the crown itself. What do you think of these remarkable figures? Has the royal family done enough, or is the public right to call for parliamentary intervention? Should this remain an internal palace matter, or is it time for the government to act? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We read every one of your insightful perspectives. And, as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us next time for deeper insight into the evolving story of Britain's royal family.